The degradation of a society begins with people being victimized for the laws that they follow. Look at the screen, please, where you see people basically going shopping. This is, I think, a Walgreens in San Francisco where people are just taking things, putting them in bags, and walking the fuck out. So somebody followed the law. They went and got some paperwork done. They followed the zoning laws. They follow all types of tax codes. They do all of this stuff. And here, some people don't have to follow the law. These people can just fill their bags with other people's property and walk out. And guess what? Nothing will happen. Nothing. They'll get a citation or something like that. So the people who followed the law are just being victimized by the people who didn't follow the law. And the people who didn't follow the law, well, they benefit from not following the law. This is the very definition of lawlessness. So it's almost asking people, what is the point of the law? What is the point of the government except to create specialized groups of people? Certain groups of people don't have to follow the law. They just don't. And a lot of these societies, well, a lot of our societies now have started creating these basically loot-based uh, societies where people can go in and steal and rob and do whatever they want with no punishment. Philadelphia has started this kind of system. San Francisco, this is what San Francisco right here. I think Seattle has another one. Other cities have basically just said, hey, if you're getting stolen from, we'll just give them a citation. Well, we're not going to arrest them. And you're also not allowed to shoot these people. Like, you're not allowed to stop them from stealing from you. You're not allowed to protect yourself. You just have to be a victim. Now, what people will say is, well, they have insurance. They don't realize that, like all insurance, theft insurance goes up the more you have to use it. So eventually, these kinds of places, these Walgreens, these CVS's, these types of systems will be closed in these neighborhoods. And then it's going to end up just like, Detroit, where they talk about food deserts and hospital. There's not a lot of hospitals. There's not enough restaurants. There's not enough blah, blah, blah. It's because of crime, right? Crime is the root of all of this stuff. Now, these are white people, by the way. I would hate to think what would happen if these were black people. But these are white people just going into a Walgreens stealing. We've seen again and again people going to Macy's and stealing coats. People who are going to, they set this arbitrary limit, right? Where the law says, well, if it's above $950, it's like there's nothing in this Walgreens that's going to cost more than $950. That's why they have a bag full of stuff. You can steal a whole row of stuff and not steal $500 worth of product. Okay? And then what's the difference between $949 and $950? What's the difference? $1? We're supposed to be enforcing the principle of not stealing. But here is the system where we say, okay, it's okay to steal. We're just going to accept theft as a part of our life now. And if you follow the law and go through all the proper channels to set your business up, we will allow other people to not follow the proper channels and just steal from your business. And then that's your responsibility to do something about it. You're a victim of the laws that you follow. If you follow the law and you don't get a gun or something like that, and you get robbed, that's on you. The government's just going to throw their hands up. You have no constitutional right to police protection. You follow the law and you put your kids into these government schools. You have no constitutional right to an appropriate education. You just don't. Okay, you just don't. And this is a fact. You can look these things up if you want. You have no constitutional right to an adequate education. You have no constitutional right to police protection. But if you follow the law, you will just get robbed blind by people who choose not to follow the law because there is no punishment for it. So the choice is yours. Okay? Either you're going to be a perpetual victim or not. Now, a lot of people who are just leaving these cities, like Philadelphia and New York and San Francisco, they're just leaving, People are vacating, moving to Texas, moving to Tennessee, moving to places where, at least for now, people are following the law. But this type of stuff pushes me very close to being an ANCAP, because you have to ask the question: if the government isn't even going to enforce its own laws, what the fuck is the point of the laws? But to create a specialized group of people who are above the law. That seems to be it, right? To create a specialized group of people who are above the law. That's the point of the law.